There is no escape. There is no escape. It will either be life or death, like man. It will either be life or death, like man. For you and me. If we take not the responsibility of our fathers as handed down to us as the sons. That's why brothers are shaving their heads now on the planet. It represents the awakening of the sun. As it would be said, using the language that's already into motion. We're the sons of our fathers, the sons of the living God, as it would be said. Our physical reflection, our desire to be shaven, our dome represents the center of knowledge as has been taught us. The light of the sun would have to come from this dome, shaved with light coming forth, represent the sun. We've been shaving our heads, black man. Nature has encouraged us, like nature is awakening us. And the God of our fathers are compassionate and merciful to us, black man, because he is sending our brother to us to awaken us, to alert us to the time, to enlighten us to the moment, and to remind us of our surrender to one another, black man. That's our greatest challenge. We have no greater challenge other than to surrender ourselves to one another. Out of all of the feats that we have done, out of all of the feats that we do are empty if we, black man, cannot surrender one to another. In our reverence, in our value, in our appreciation, in our honor, in our love, and in our mercy to one another, black man. This is a wake-up call. From not the cat in the alley, but the cat behind the alley, up under the alley. We're the black cat. No, we're not important. Let me not allege any importance. Truth is more important than any of us. Truth is bigger than any of us. Truth represents reality in obvious, imageable terms. Truth represents reality in obvious terms because reality is not necessarily imageable, but it is imaged in truth. about you and me, black men. It's imaged in truth through experience about you and me, black man, and our relationship with the life force. If we cannot receive, we cannot be awakened. Black man. If we cannot receive, we cannot be encouraged. Black man. If we cannot receive, we cannot be healed. Black man. Because we are deeply ill and diseased and poisoned and drunk. Black man. That's why we can't see one another. That's why we can't recognize one another. That's why we cannot spare one another's lives. That's why we cannot protect one another. Because we are deeply ill, black man, in 1997, at the day of awakening. The awakening came when Garvey came. Mosiah Garvey, back in the 20s. In this country, the awakening came when the Honorable Elijah Muhammad came as the messenger. The awakening came when Malcolm came on the scene. When Adam Clayton Powell came on the scene. In this era, check it for yourself, black man. Malcolm. We always talk about Malcolm. But check it, skin it, all the way back. And you have to accept only what's true. That when Malcolm was alive, many of us hated Malcolm. We hated Malcolm, black man. But in Malcolm's transition from life, now we speak lofty of Malcolm. When Malcolm was alive, we didn't want to listen to him. We didn't have time. He was too controversial. We were too yet asleep. When our elder brother walked the earth, the man they called Jesus the Christ, we hated him too, black man, because he was controversial. And we wanted to be ostriches then, as we want to be ostriches now. Stick our head in the sand and say that it doesn't exist. But our ass is still on Front Street, black man. And the world can see us in our retardedness. The world can see us, those that can see our sickness yet. Of the poison that we fed upon, that have come from our masters, our caretakers, and our parents. The Caucasian has been parent, caretaker, and master, all in one. But we must come back to ourselves.